What's happening, y'all? GBZed here, and just gonna go through a couple things, and yeah, a couple things. So first off, we got Lori, and we are gonna go ahead and give her a tier 4 upgrade. I'm sorry, tier 4 upgrade. Her tier 1 to tier 2 upgrade. Sorry. All right, and then. Alright, we got Clover tokens. I've been saving these up for a while. Honestly, I've just been kind of lazy and just haven't went ahead and did the stash, but we can go ahead and do it. So we got 2 Benedicts, we got some Basils, got some Brady's, coins, 5-star tokens, 4-star tokens, Sundance medals, legendary medals. So let's go ahead and pull all those. And we get a little at the end. Honestly, I really do like these stashes. I think that they're a good incentive to keep you coming in, logging in. Nice, Benny. Because the prestige rewards, and I'm close. I'm like about a few days away from hitting prestige 11, I believe. And, I mean, yes, the whole skipping wait times is nice, but, I mean, other than that, you don't really get anything else, I mean, yeah, depending on what you level up, you do get another space, you get another slot in the supply depot, depending on what prestige you are. But I mean, I don't know, other than that, I just think that these stashes are a good incentive just to keep you logging in. And the Clover tokens specifically, like you have to do the roadmaps, the first couple of milestones and events, they give them out Clover tokens. So, but personally for me, that's why I feel like Scopely is doing the right thing with that regard, with the Lori tokens as well, same thing, especially for newer players. And I really did like the whole museum, collection, where basically you could just trade her in, because obviously for newer players, it's going to be harder for them because the availability of medals, of silver medals and ascendance and legendary medals, they're going to be kind of scarce for newer players. So leveling her up, getting her to tier 4 level 80 might be a challenge, definitely for newer players, but being able to bypass the Ascendance Tower is definitely a plus, in my opinion. And I think that Scopely definitely did right on that regard, and just looking at like all the characters that we've gotten, so far, it's like starting all the way back, when Ascendance first dropped, they gave us Guardian Zeke, who to this day I think is the best free to play 6-star. It's just in terms of, I mean, yes, you can compare him with Dwight, but personally for me, I feel like Guardian Zeke is just like phenomenal, because you can use him on offense, you can use him on defense. I mean, Dwight you can too, but I feel like that Guardian 2 is just priceless. I mean, even in the 6-star meta that we're in right now, Guardian 2 still holds up strong. Dwight is still great, don't get me wrong. Like, I love using him. I use him in raids, and occasionally on the defense team, because like when I swap out defense teams during war, I do use him as well. But Guardian Zeke he's just priceless. Faction Assault, Survival Road, in road maps, he's just priceless. Especially if you only have a certain amount of 6-stars and you're running mostly 5-stars. Like he'll keep you alive. Like those Guardian shields going off will definitely keep you alive. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's personally for me, the best 6-star that Scopely has given out. And secondly would be Dwight, obviously. But looking at, like I said, we had Guardian Zeke, and we had the Wood Nuggets and the Chocolate Nugget events, where they had Wyatt and Vincent. If you were able to claim those, that's awesome. Also, in February we had the Maggie stash. What was this called? Like the Valentine's something, or like some kind of heart related, like hearts and something. I can't remember exactly what it was. With Lori, but yeah, it's like I like that Scopely is doing that, because and like again now with Lori, I like that Scopely is doing that because it keeps you wanting to clog in. It gives you an incentive to come in, and despite the fact that they're, again, personally for me, I don't think this game is worth spending, but nice, 10 more. Despite the fact that I'm free to play, but for those of you who do spend, I do think that, some of the promos that they make are just extremely confusing. Their character models are extremely redundant, especially in the 6-star meta. Character models are extremely redundant. You have like the tank builds, you have the damage builds, you have like the supportish builds, and then you have like just the overall confusing builds. Like you have Beta, who is just like extremely confusing. I'm like, what is Beta supposed to be? Like he's like his stats are like in the middle and very, very strange. But overall, it is what it is. The game is, I still play it because I like it. I like I love like how it draws a lot from the comics and Telltale as well. 'Cause I love Telltale as well, and so I'm definitely gonna keep playing. I know a lot of you have asked me about like region merges and all of that, like will it move and all of that. I'm talking it over with my faction mates right now, because the thing is, my advice, like what I was saying on stream, I think my last stream was that we are waiting for the actual, final details, of what exactly the whole region transfer thing is. I mean, region account transfer is. We really want to know, okay, what exactly are, the fine print? What exactly are the rules and regulations? Is it a one-time thing? Can you do it multiple times? If you can do it multiple times, how often will you be able to do it? Will they charge you? Because knowing Scopely, I feel like they'll say, okay, yeah, the first one's free. All right, here we go. Knowing Scopely, I feel like they'll say, oh, the first one's free, but you have to pay to, what I'm saying? Again, these are just my thoughts. This isn't anything official, and there's our Lilith. Nice. Is there a second stash? Oh, just for Lori tokens. Well, let's go ahead and pull these. So... Oh, nice. You got a Benedict. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice. And one more. But like I said, you definitely want to know the details. All right. I mean, I'll take a Benedict any day. Like I said, you definitely want to know the parameters, the specifics behind, region merges and like how exactly it works. Let's see. I got a lot of polls here. Let's do elite items. Should we do elite items? Withering Dead. Oh, this is just probably with gear. Yeah, well, we do have level up, so let's go ahead and pull this. Aiden's, Benedict's. But, like I said, you definitely want to wait on the actual specific details of what exactly the whole region transfer, account transfer actually is. So that way you know how to proceed. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to just be like, oh yeah, like, I want to go to this region, go to that region. And also you want to know people in the region. Nice, there's one Aiden. Nice, last one out. We got Aiden. Nice, last one out the box. We got an Aiden. You definitely want to know exactly what the specifics are, what the details are regarding, your the region merges, and also whatever region you're joining, it's good to know a few people that are already there. So that's why I highly suggested, like on stream, that, talk to people, find out, who is in what region, find out, what the region is like, find out what the crafting territories are like, find out what, war is like, like, are there active factions there? Is the region dying? Because you need to know these things, because you don't want to just jump into another region and then, everyone else leaves, and then you're stuck in another dead region. So, personally, for me, I would definitely, talk to other people, talk to other YouTubers if you want. You can, feel free to message me on Twitter or online. My ID is in the description. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So we're just waiting on the details regarding region merges, so that way we can just all know the way to proceed moving forward. Make sure you're doing the Aquamarine collections. There's about 2 weeks, 2 weeks exactly, because it says 14 days left in this Aquamarine event. Overall, I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome. And if you haven't, gotten your gear yet, I would definitely say get your gear. Again, my advice for tier 4ing is only tier 4 what you need. Don't just tier 4 just to tier 4. Only tier 4 what you absolutely need, and characters that you're actually going to use. If you are gonna tier 4 for like level up, if you level up a tune from tier 4 level 1 as a 6-star to tier 4 level 80 to tier 4 level 90, that is 1.2 million level up points. So keep that in mind. But, yeah, that's all I got for now. So, yeah, that's all I got for now. So, go ahead and smash the like button. Let me know in the comments things going for you. There is a soul level up going down right now, so make sure you get those aquamarine necklaces. Line ID is in the description. Message me if you have any questions or video requests. And, of course, most importantly, the most important thing I could ask you guys to do, subscribe for more content. GBZed, out.